All right, hey y'all, Andrea here, back with more news and commentary you can use. Listen y'all, I'm still outside working on the yards. Okay, I told y'all I'm doing some maintenance. I'm about almost about halfway done. Okay, but I wanted to take a break, like I told you all before in an earlier video. Make sure when you're working in the heat. Now this is actually the evening, so it's actually become cooler. So I'm trying to get as much done as I can. But listen y'all, I just wanted to come on, speaking of temperatures and weather, I really wanted to let you know, do you know, we talked about the Canadian wildfire smoke, right? How allegedly these wildfires started in Canada. I brought you all coverage of how you could see the smoke in New York City. I talked about other cities like Chicago, Detroit, and I even showed you all pictures in a video. Pictures, I'm not sure if I did a video, but I was showing you all how the alleged Canadian wildfire smoke, if it was even smoke, what was it, y'all? Okay, let me know your thoughts on that. I was telling you all and showing you all how it had made its way here to Georgia, which is where I am now. Do you also know, okay, I was reading about this earlier. Remember I told you all, last year sometime or a couple of months back, that there was some dust from the Sahara desert, allegedly, all the way in Africa, right, that had traveled, was making its way to the United States. Now, y'all, do you know they're saying the dust is back? It's coming back. It's supposed to, hit areas of Florida. And it's just really concerning because, how are all these weather events happening at the same time, right? Again, you have the Canadian wildfire smoke, okay, that's allegedly in the air, if that's the smoke, right? Then you also have now this dust from the Sahara desert coming all the way from Africa. Excuse me, y'all. They also say that you can allegedly see it from outer space. They took some or from space, rather, outer space, right? They took some pictures, say that they can see it from space. Then some parts of the United States, particularly areas of New York, are seeing record flooding. Okay, I believe I saw one article even call it once in a millennium flooding. Many inches and inches and inches of rainfall. Now I told you all in my area of Georgia, it was pouring down rain, okay, but the type of rain and flooding that they're experiencing in New York, so much so that people are cars are being washed away. You can see the water is up to the houses and everything. It's very devastating and tragic. And I believe at the time of this particular video, they have already declared a state of emergency in some parts of New York, and we know how that goes. It frees up resources, so that they can be available. The resources, money, resources, efforts, things like that can be available to the people. So the question I want to ask is, why are all these weather patterns unusual, once in a lifetime, once in a millennium, never happened before? Excuse me, weather patterns. I'm a country girl, right? Once in once in a however time period, unusual weather patterns. Why are they happening? The timing of all of this is concerning, and I don't know, y'all. It's just really unusual. Now I told you all that the United States has already looked at and is studying, and there's also a global effort. Ways are being looked at how to battle or stop this climate change, the negative effects allegedly of climate change and things like that. But I want to hear from you all. Let me know, what are your thoughts? Why is it that all this unusual weather is happening all across the United States? It seems like every single part of the United States is experiencing some type of unusual weather, and it's just very concerning. So please let me know your thoughts. I'll be curious to know more about how you feel about this. What are you seeing in your area? Are you seeing any unusual weather in your area? Please share your thoughts in the comments, okay? Let me know, y'all. It's something unusual about the weather that's going on. Some things they're telling us, some things they're not, okay? Do you believe, do you feel like they're already playing with the weather? what's happening now. I know in my state of Georgia, excuse me, we're having some unusually warm weather for the month of June, and it's very concerning. Listen, y'all, I didn't do a video on this, but do you know that just a few days ago, somebody put the date in the comments, but someone put the dates in, date or dates in the comment, if you would, please. But do you know, there was a report, let me know if you knew about this as well, but there was a report saying that just recently, it was one day, one of these past days here in the month of July, they were saying it was the hottest day ever on record. Now think about that, y'all. The hottest day ever on record. All of these unusual weather patterns are happening. You can check your local weather to see that. Why are these things happening, and why are they happening now? Okay, I'd like to know your thoughts. Please leave a comment in the video. Thank you so much for supporting me here on the channel. I'll be back with more news and commentary you can use.